Namaste, namaste, and welcome to this first short practice of 2026. It is the middle of the winter time. It's the beginning of January here in Scotland, and in the winter time in yoga, we move a lot in the front and the back of the body. So we do a lot of forwards and backwards movements, and we tend to get quite sluggish. So today's short practice is dynamic. It's just a taste of little bits of movement, and it's designed to move energy up the back and the front of the body, the whole body, hopefully, and get you feeling a little bit invigorated and warmer. And you can do it at any time of the day, but probably better in the earlier part of the day. So we're going to start with just a normal Kati Chakrasana, standing with the feet nice and wide apart, a little soft in the knees, and then a gentle twist from side to side. Little lift in the belly muscles if it helps you to feel nice and secure across your back. And here, as you wrap the arms around the body and tap, we're trying to stimulate the bottom of the rib cage behind us, that space just in the low back, actually where the kidneys sit. So a gentle tap of the hand behind you in that area is quite nice. And your other hand can do anything it likes, just going wherever it goes. Letting your head either turn with your movement, or if you prefer, keeping the head centered or more still, and just allowing the shoulders to move around the neck. There's no right or wrong with this. Everybody comes to it in their own way. What we try to do is provide a little bit of length in the body, so keeping the crown of the head lifted so that our twist is facilitated by the shape that the body is making. Harder to twist if you're rounded forward. When you have been doing this for a little while, you might enjoy freeing your heels so you can pivot on your toes going side to side. You might need to slow your movement down a little just to do the extra bits of coordination. And if you wish to, you can add a soft bend in the knees. Really letting the arms be nice and loose now, if they weren't already. And we'll do just a little bit more of this. You can do this as much as you like. It's a great practice. And if you just do one thing, this is the thing. And then very gently, we're going to lose the bounce, simply pivot, and then bring the feet to steadiness and sway back to center. As you come to center, just allowing yourself a moment in stillness to stand really tall. Take a deep breath in and sigh out, letting go of whatever's come up from that practice. So our next practice is to do a movement through the front and the back of the body. So we're breathing in to take the arms nice and wide and lift the chest, breathing out to soften the knees and just let the arms swing backwards. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. We're lifting the chin a little as we breathe in, if that's okay for your neck. Firm in the belly muscles, keeping the knees a little soft as we breathe out. And we're thinking not so much about bending towards the floor as taking the tailbone backwards, keeping the spine a little bit lengthened, but finding that hinge happening at the hip. Now, for those who wish to, you can breathe in up onto your tiptoes and then let the heels come down to the floor. There's an extra element here of creating tension across the calf muscles and effort across the calf muscles. And that's really good for the energy in our lower legs. Helps to pump blood back from the low legs. We'll do one more. And finish just by breathing in to come up and letting the arms float down to your side. Give any sort of wriggles that you feel you need. And then coming back to, again, that sense of center, standing tall for a deep breath in and a sigh out. Very nice. We're going to keep going to use these movements of the arms to help us undulate the spine. And instead of just hinging this time, we're going to think about rounding backwards and forwards. We'll breathe in to take the arms wide. We're going to let the knees be soft. And then breathe out to round forward, backs of the hands towards each other, chin to chest, scooping the belly in, maybe a deeper bend in the knees. Breathing in to stand tall, opening wide. Breathing out to round forward, chin to chest, reaching the fingertips forward as well. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. You can do this with softer elbows if you wish. Breathing out. And you can do it with your hands on your hips if moving through the shoulders feels a little strong today. Breathing out, just letting the elbows guide the movement forwards and backwards. Let's do one more. Breathing out, we'll finish by breathing in to stand tall. Breathing out to float the arms down to the side, just glide the shoulders a little bit, little wriggle through the shoulders to help release any effort and tension. And we'll take a long, deep breath in and sigh out. Let's do that one more time. These sighs are designed to ground us into the floor, make us feel connected and also centered. Brilliant. So we're going to go back to a movement a little bit like Kati Chakrasana, but a sideways version of this. So we're going to reach the arms in one direction and the opposite foot away from us, and then to the opposite side. And having that nice soft bend in the knees in between. Don't lose your balance like I did. Helpful to keep your eyes on a single point of focus. If that works for you, or it might work better for you if you move the head with your movement. So just reaching to one side and then the other. And here, there's no exact position with the arms. We can be nice and easy with our arms. But what we are trying to do is take the arms to the sides of the body. So not in front of the body if we can avoid it. So sides of the body. Could be arms lengthened. And here, as we go from side to side, we might like to step that foot that's behind us back a bit. So we create more of a forward bend, back bend, forward bend, back bend. And for those who would like to, you can float that back foot off the floor, really engaging the back of the body. Nice and lift through the belly muscles. This transferring of weight from one foot to the other really makes our brains work hard as well. We're going to do 2 more to each side. Just finding your rhythm. I can't remember, so we're going to do 1 more to each side. And then bringing the feet back to center and swaying the arms down in front of you as well. Just a wriggle through the shoulders. Deep breath in. Sigh out. Very nice. That was helping to engage the back of the body. And now we're going to engage the front of the body. So we'll take our arms nice and wide and then bring the one knee up in front of us and just tap on either side of the knee. And then reach, tap, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And you can do this as quickly or as slowly as you like. We're trying to stand tall as we breathe in, open the chest. As you breathe out, if you need to do a little bit more rounding with your upper back, that's absolutely fine. Meet your knees where they are. If you find it too hard to lift your leg that high, you can simply tap the top of the thigh, lifting it a little bit lower, as you choose. Lovely. If you find the breath is too fast, which I sometimes do in the dynamic work, then you might like to simply breathe in and out, as it suits your body. Let's do 1 more to each side. And then we're going to breathe in to stretch the arms away from us, breathing out, arms down by the sides, a little wriggle through the shoulders. Deep breath in. Sigh out. Very good. And we're going to come to standing in a nice wide-footed and toes turned out squat. So you can come down as low as you like here. And we're going to do this first dynamically, and then we'll do it statically. So starting with the dynamic, we're going to breathe in as we take the arms out and up, breathing out to bend the knees and bring the arms down. So breathing in, lifting the chest, breathing out, bending the knees. And you can bend your knees a lot less if you like, if that suits you. And you could bend your knees a lot more if you wanted to come a little bit lower, but do what's right for your body. As we're doing a few, we don't want to tire ourselves completely, because the idea with any movement practice is we're left feeling beautifully energized and alive and not completely exhausted and in need of bed. Although sometimes we need to do that regardless. So just a nice lift as we breathe in, breathing out and down. Arms can do whatever you like here, but it's really nice if they're at the sides of the body, which keeps the structures in the back of the body nice and strong, keeps the chest open. Let's do one more. We're going to hold at the bottom of this movement. You can simply hold with your palms together at the center of your chest, or if you'd like to hold the legs where they are, you can do a little gentle reach from one side to the other, using perhaps a little bit of support of that thigh that we're leaning towards, or not if you prefer. So if this doesn't suit you, remember you can have the knees a lot less bent, or indeed the legs straightened if you prefer. So a little bit more demanding with the knees a bit more bent, but we are also providing that sense of strength and energy in the larger muscle groups, which will keep us warm and feeling invigorated. Let's do one more to each side. And then we're going to breathe in as we lengthen the legs and stand tall, reach the arms wide, breathing out, float the arms down to the side, and just simply scissor the feet back into standing. Now, after all of that practice, we're going to take one more of those deep breaths in and sighing out. If there's anything else you feel you need to wiggle, you can wiggle. Feel free. I've grabbed a little cushion here so that I can come into a nice, comfortable seated position. Your seated position could be on a chair, could be on a sofa, or you might feel that you need something a bit closer to the floor, perhaps a lying down. And then after all our practice, we just take a moment, maybe with the eyes gently closed or gazing downward and closing the eyes just a touch. Letting the breath find its natural rhythm again. Softening across the forehead, the area around the eyes, the tongue, the jaw, allowing the shoulders to relax, the back of the neck to lengthen. Take just a few moments to observe the effect of your practice, to be present with your body and your breath. If you wish to, from here, you can take a formal relaxation or simply go about your day. And if you're ready to get up from the mat, bring your hands to the center of your chest. Bow your chin gently towards your chest. Give yourself a soft smile. And when you're ready, raising your head, opening your eyes. Thank you for joining in this practice. Namaste.